How are we all doing today? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I'm so glad and pleased for everyone joining today's special Thanksgiving 1 hour special Conductor Thursday live stream. I was going to do it yesterday at 6 p.m., but I decided a good friend of the channel, Theme Park Wizard, he told me to hold off and actually do it today at noon. So I'm glad I waited because we got some breaking news to talk about that literally just, well, maybe not yet, but it's going to break the internet once everyone realizes what's going on. Um, some news breaking out of Universal. A good content creator, parkfans.net. They have an X account. They also have a Blue Sky account. They just broke some news for us about the hotel coming to the Woody Woodpecker parking lot. So without further ado, again, if you haven't smashed that like button, you haven't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so because I come out with a lot of amazing content. Right now, it's just going to be mainly Universal stuff. I wasn't fortunate to get a Disney Magic Key. But I'm hoping to try again very soon once they open it back up. But without further ado, we're going to jump right into it, folks, because we only got an hour. I know everyone's busy, so we're going to hop right into it. So this is courtesy of, again, Park Fans. I just want to make that crystal clear. They gave us a little taste of what's going on for the hotel project. So as they stated, and this is on Blue Sky, they said, "Happy Thanksgiving. Before you sit down for dinner, how about an appetizer? Here's the full site plan for UHS, which is Universal Studios Hollywood for abbreviation, 515, a massive new resort coming to the entrance of Universal Studios Hollywood. Want more? What is USH Project 294. Check out our full post here." So we're going to click on the pictures and we're going to break this stuff down. So this right here, this is one of the 3 pictures they posted just literally about 15-20 minutes ago about the hotel coming to the Woody Woodpecker parking lot. That's going to, it looks like, and we're going to get into it with the other pictures, it looks like it's going to take up the security area. So security is going to get moved to the parking structures. Also, it's taking over, it looks like, that vacant spot that the old Saddleback restaurant used to be at. So very cool stuff. This is what it looks like, with the satellite photo. Obviously, you can see how massive this is. And I'm more than excited to start covering this. Obviously, I'm still going to cover Fast and Furious Hollywood drift updates, but this is going to be the new shiny toy for everyone to cover on for park updates. So this is the third picture I was getting into. So as you guys can see in the yellow here, the yellow shows the actual resort itself. Obviously, they're going to build a road here. So I don't know exactly how this is going to go down. The only reason I say this is because if you guys can see this bridge right here, I know it's kind of hard to see. A lot of people, including myself, who have stayed at the Hilton and the Sheraton, they use this bridge a lot of times when they want to walk to Universal because it's not that bad of a walk, quite honestly. Now, during the first weekend of Halloween Horror Nights, which me and Tommy Toon World went for HHN, it was blistering hot, so it was brutal. But 99% of the time, it's not a bad walk. It's like a 2-3 minute, maybe 4 minute tops walk from those hotels to the resort. So this bridge here, and obviously you have a driveway here. I don't know how they're going to reroute access from the 2 hotels, the Hilton and the Sheraton, but I can I can say I'm sure they're going to work something out. Probably maybe extend the bridge. I'm not sure, but it looks like they're going to carve into this, and you're going to be able to drive all the way up to the main, probably the backside of the resort. And then you got, obviously, like I said, the yellow is going to be the actual resort itself. You got the red, which is showing a bar. You have the pool area, which it looks like a humongous pool area, which is crazy. They have the plaza and the backstage, which, again, you could clearly see by this picture that vacant spot that used to be the Saddleback restaurant, it's getting taken over by this hotel. That's going to happen. Virus said, is this going to be as big as the Helios? Yes. I have confirmation on that. It is going to be as big as the Helios. Now, is it going to look like the Helios? I don't think so, but it's going to be as big as the Helios. It's going to have 500 rooms. I'm sure it's going to have banquet halls. It's going to have, well, obviously you guys can see, it's going to have a pool area. It's going to have a bar. It's going to have a plaza. The only thing I'm curious about, and this is just hypothetical. This is not confirmed by anybody. This is just me spitballing here. I would like to see some type of a restaurant go into this resort, probably like a Steakhouse 55 type restaurant, where it's kind of based off the theme of the theme park. I know, like Steakhouse 55, they had a lot of pictures with Walt, his family. It was heavily themed to Walt and his family, and just the creation of Disneyland and stuff like that. I'm hoping we get a restaurant something similar to this, that's based off Universal, with Carl Laemmle, who was the founder of Universal Studios Hollywood. So I'm kind of hoping we get some type of a restaurant like that. Virus, you also said, how many rooms does the Helios have? It has 500. It does have 500. So from what I understand, and this is me talking to Theme Park Wizard, I've been off and on talking to him like crazy. This hotel here, and he broke news the other day that it's looking like January 2025. Basically, the hotel, or I mean, that skydiving experience, I Fly, that's in City Walk next to, oh God, the restaurant over there on the backside, that is going to be torn down to make way for a path to the second hotel, which is also going to be 500 rooms. From what I understand, it's going to be a massive hotel as well, but that one's going to be more of a budget hotel. This one that we're looking at currently, that's going in the Woody Woodpecker parking lot, it is going to be the higher end hotel. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Dragon Blood, always great to see you. Thank you for joining today's special live stream. I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. Well, thank you, Dragon Blood. Again, thank you for being here. Blood. So, Virus, you said, really, I thought it would be smaller. Well, which one are you talking about? This hotel, Virus, or the one that's going in the behind City Walk, behind the current location of iFly? Because okay, so the iFly one, the budget hotel. From what I understand, both hotels are going to be 500 rooms. That's from what I understand. So, if something changes, I don't know. But from what I've been told, 500 rooms per hotel. That's what I've heard. And like I said, with this hotel here, that's going to be the higher end hotel. I would like to see a kind of a Steakhouse 55 type high-end restaurant that kind of is heavily themed to Universal Hollywood, to Carl Lumley, who is the founder of Universal Studios Hollywood, to the great history that's been made at Universal Studios Hollywood with filmmaking and just the whole park and aspect. I would like to see that. You also said, Virus, they're preparing for Fast and Furious and the Olympic. Oh, yeah, without a doubt, Virus, without a doubt. That's why they're going to start this now. It's kind of crazy that we didn't, start this back in early 2024. And again, I know there's logistics, there's permits, there's stuff like that. So it's definitely something very interesting. So we'll have to wait and see, but this is very exciting stuff. I have to tell you, this is super exciting. We have confirmation. We have the blueprints. We have the layout of what it's going to look like. Like not what the building is going to look like, but just, the whole layout of it is very, very, very cool. I'm going to see if he posted anything else. I don't think he did. No. Okay. So basically that's basically what's going to happen. Dragonblood, you said Universal would have a bunch of Fast and Furious, while Disney has either Coco, Pandora, or Avengers Campus expansion opening. That is very true. Dragonblood. But here's the thing. This is only the tip of the iceberg here. This is only the tip of the iceberg. Because we currently have, as it sits right now, we have this that just got debuted. We're getting the other hotel behind iFly, which is in City Walk. We're getting a bunch of additions to City Walk alone with escape rooms from Escapeology. We have a new pop-up shop that took over the former Monsters Cookies. I think it's another cookie shop. Also, we have a lot of room to grow. We have a lot of room. And what I mean by that is like the project right now on the hillside behind the Mummy. That, again, Universal has not confirmed this, but I'm pretty sure they are going to confirm it. That is where the studio tour load and unload area is going to be relocated. And where it sits today, that is going to be torn out alongside the parking or the maintenance garage. That's going to be torn out and moved down to the lower lot, I'm guessing, as well. And on top of that, I don't know how much of the other hotel is going to take up that space, but that's deemed theme park space. Also, we got the sound stages behind Super Nintendo World. That's going to be theme park space. We got the sound stages behind Transformers, next to Transformers. Not to mention the Mummy is going to be going away, hopefully pretty soon. We got the Simpsons going down. Because we're losing that IP, and have to say, I love the show, I love the characters, but good riddance to that land, and hopefully we get something very exciting. Personally, for me, I personally would like to see Harry Potter expand out, because I don't think putting monsters, like Universal Monsters, in that area is very tiny, and I don't think Universal Monsters, if we do get some version of Dark Universe, I think that would just be a cop out and a cheap out if you put it in that small area, even though it'll have area behind the Simpsons where the studio tour sits right now. I just kind of feel it would be in a better location on property somewhere. That way we get the full remnants of Dark Universe if we get it. Virus, you said probably a Simpsons replacement plus a new land. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people have been floating around Wicked, so that's a possibility. I know Universal Japan at one point had the Wizard of Oz land or Wicked, and then they tore it out. So I don't know if that's something in the works that we could get here in Hollywood. Who knows? Dragonblood says a lot is happening. I'm down for all. Oh, me too. It's a great time to be a theme park fan. whether you're a Disney fan, Universal fan, Six Flags, Knott's, just any theme park in general, it's a great time to be a theme park fan without a doubt. Dragonblood, you said Dark Universe and a potentially Donkey Kong. I have a feeling we'll see those lands in the near future. Potter 2. Give is ministry. Okay, so I want to be clear on something. I've been told by Theme Park Wizard he has connections. I can't say who they are because I don't even know who they are, and I don't want to know who they are. But he has stated that Donkey Kong has almost a 1% chance coming to Hollywood. So basically a 0% chance. Now with Dark Universe, there is a great possibility we could see that coming to Hollywood. Ministry of Magic, the ride itself, I could see that coming to Hollywood. Now, hear me out. Hear me out on this. I would like to see Diagon Alley come, but instead of the Green Guards ride, we can have the building, we can have the whole inside, and it'll be kind of like a you can make it almost like a experience, kind of like what you do with Ollivanders and Hogsmeade, and you can collect special coins. It's one of those where you can collect coins from the Wizarding World. I kind of feel like if we got something like that with the Gringotts building, but maybe just not the ride, and then we input the Ministry of Magic ride into Diagon Alley for our Hollywood park, I think that would be totally fine because a lot of people still want Diagon Alley. They just didn't want the exact copy, and what better way is to insert the Ministry of Magic ride and turn the Gringotts building, which you could still have the whole building, you could have the dragon on top, all that, but instead of making that a ride, make that an experience like Ollivanders. Just, something different. Dragonblood, you said Dark Universe deserves to go by Transformers or behind Transformers. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. I just kind of feel if they try to squeeze in the Simpsons area, I feel like there's going to be a lot of budget cutting and cop out, and I don't like that. Varus says, I think they will make Simpsons expansion to Fast and Furious and make that space have a family dark ride. Possibly. I could see that. Dragonblood said, I meant us from that era. Oh, no worries. Varus, you said new post from Theme Park Wizard that shows 3 spots where there's going to be secure. Did he just post that right now, Virus, on X? Comment down below, Virus. I'll pull it up right now if he did. Dragonblood, I'll be down for an Ollivander type experience inside the Green Gods Bank. That would be very interesting. Oh, for sure. You also said happy that they're putting security in multiple spots. And you said, yep. So let me pull that up real quick, Virus, since you just did that. So again, this is going to be courtesy of Theme Park Wizard here. Shout out to him. Wizard, if you're watching this, happy Thanksgiving, brother. Thank you for just always being a great friend of the channel. So Virus just alerted me to this. This is from Theme Park Wizard on X. We got the East Hub here, the Central Hub, the West Hub. These are 3 security checkpoints that are going to be accessible for people to go through and to get into City Walk, get into the park, possibly get into the hotel as well. Currently right here, if you could see these 3 long kind of circle shape kind of buildings right here, that's security where it sits today. And those are going to get removed because as you saw on the other post from parkfans.net on Blue Sky, it's going to take over the security area. It's going to take over this vacant area, which used to be the old Saddleback restaurant. It's going to take up most of this all the way, I think, to this area here. Also, this green area, they're going to carve into this and build a driveway. And I'm assuming it's going to have underground parking as well. I would have to guess. So this possibly is a great thing for Universal Hollywood, I have to say, because as we look at this, they are going to close up. City Walk, so it's going to be in a security bubble. And what I mean by that is because Universal City Walk out here in Hollywood compared to Orlando, we don't have a lot of nighttime activity. We used to have a nightclub. We used to have a kind of like a dinner night show in City Walk. I forgot what it's called. I think it was called Wizards or something like that. We also had other stuff going on. So by them moving security in these three spots, the East Hub, the West Hub, the Central Hub, that is proving to us that they are going to make City Walk and Universal Studios Hollywood into a security bubble where nighttime entertainment is going to come back. So that is a great thing. And I mean a great thing for Universal Hollywood, because a lot of people, including myself, miss that. I miss that a lot. So with the nighttime entertainment possibly coming back by them doing this, it means that Universal Hollywood, like the theme park and City Walk, could possibly be open later than what it sits today. So that's kind of nice as well. Virus, you said can't wait for the construction of this. How long does these hotel? So, Virus, it's very interesting, I have to say. More than likely, it's gonna take a little bit. I'm not gonna lie about that, but we clearly have seen from the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift project. We've seen from the hillside behind the Mummy. We've even seen from Harry Potter when they demolished the Gibson Amphitheater, make way for Harry Potter and Hogsmeade and the castle and all that. They didn't screw around. So I could see this hotel open in 2026. Not 2026, 2027. If they start like they plan to, if they start in early 2025, and I mean like January, February, March, we could see this hotel or even both hotels with security being moved or being constructed and built and completed by 2027. You also said most likely it will stay open past 12. Oh yeah, 100%. And this is something interesting to just keep in your mind as well. A lot of people, including myself, who have stayed at the Hilton. I've never stayed at the Sheraton, but I've always stayed at the Hilton. And that's usually for Halloween Horror Nights, and it's a couple days. They do offer packages, but I kind of feel with the Universal Hotel going to be here in the Woody Woodpecker parking lot as we're looking at it right now. And the other one that's going to be taking over the H lot, where two of the Halloween Horror Nights houses have sat for the last, God, I think since 2021, maybe 2019, but definitely 2021. That's going to make way for the budget hotel. So that's going to be more affordable for the family that wants to stay at the resort but can't afford the high end that's going in the Woody Woodpecker parking lot. But I could see all this open, the security checkpoints, the two hotels open by 2027, alongside with the Studio Tour relocation project completed, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift completed, and possibly, and don't hold me to this, possibly another attraction or another land, maybe. And that's a big maybe. Virus, you said I was shocked when you said 2026. Yeah, I made a mistake. It's 2027. That would be, they would have to go warp speed, and I do give credit a lot to Universal and the construction companies they hire, but they can't go that fast. So 2027 for the hotels and security. Um, Also, you said Fast and Furious coaster is only taking so long because of the grading well, yeah, that's 100% accurate. The grading process is the longest process. You also said, I assume this should take faster since rain wouldn't delay this that much. Yeah, yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Um, So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Dragon Blood, you said I could see all of that. City Walk really needs more security, but hopefully a potential return of the nightclub. Yeah. And you know what? To be honest with you, I still have hope, everybody, that we do get a version of the Red Coconut Club to come to our City Walk. It won't be the Red Coconut Club, obviously. It won't be called that, but a version of it to come to our City Walk. And what better way is to put it in the Buco de Pepo location where it's multiple stories? Because as I posted a few weeks ago, Universal City or Universal City Walk's location for Buco de Pepo is on the list to be closing. When, I have no idea, but it will be closing. So that would be a perfect spot for a Red Coconut Club version of that to come to our City Walk. Because as I've seen on social media, I have to tell you, they cater to everybody, and I mean past members, employees. They deck it out for the holidays, for Christmas, Halloween, New Year's. I've seen Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving. I've seen Valentine's Day. I've seen all sorts of holidays celebrated at their Red Coconut Club. So I'm really hoping we get a version here, and hopefully it goes in the Buco de Pepo spot. Varus says there's rumors that a new attraction will start construction before Fast and Furious opens. Oh, that's interesting, Virus. Do you have any other details on that? What it could be, or where possibly a location could go? Very interesting. I do want to show something. This is from KTLA 5. That for many of you that probably don't live in SoCal, but a lot of you that do, this is a local news station. They had their helicopter flying over the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift project. So I'm gonna pull that up right now, and we're gonna take a look at this, because this was incredible to see. But we're going to take a look right now. Hold on, guys. I have to mute it. Again, copyright issues. I don't want to get slammed with that. But this is them flying over. This was just, what, yesterday or the day before? But you could see, look how massive that building is, the track, just everything. You can see on the lower hand corner right here. So let me get my mouse over there. These are more supports to go on the hillside. Where? I have no idea. But they have a lot of supports, more catwalks, just a lot of stuff going down. So we're going to watch it. This is pretty incredible, I have to say. Switch tracks, like Virus said. Yeah, this does look very nice. This is... I think they shot this yesterday or the day before, but you can clearly see how massive the show building is and how big the track and everything is. This is just freaking mind-blowing. That, again, I'm still, to this very minute, I'm still in awe that we are getting this coaster on a hillside. This is just freaking... I don't even know what to say to this. This is absolutely incredible. This is a great aerial view of what's going on. So this is... So I'm going to stop it here just for a second. So I just want to clarify something from what we God, I'm losing my train of thought. So this track here, as you can see, this right here is what guests are going to come back from, from riding the ride. It's going to go in the load station here. This track over here, this is for the maintenance bay. So they were very smart on how they did this. They put the maintenance bay literally in the same building as the actual attraction. So that's really cool. I've also heard that it's going to have a gift shop, obviously some restrooms, possibly some offices for Universal staff, maybe a break room for them. So there's a lot going into this building for sure. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. Virus, you said they filmed it in a day before it was uploaded. Yeah, I believe that. Just to make sure they didn't have any issues. I totally believe that. Yeah, this is humongous. This is absolutely insanity. Virus, you said I was also thinking the same thing. Revide, good to see you. I don't think I've seen you on my live streams before, but I'm glad to have you. Glad you could take some time out from your Thanksgiving celebration, I'm sure, with your family to join us today. You said, yeah, those were seen in the permits. Yeah. So the permits show that. So it's going to be holding a lot in that building. So I'm glad Universal Creative really came out strong with that. Dragon Blood, you said, I was thinking for a second there, there would be oh, sorry guys, hold on. Gotta love those ads. Let me exit out of that. You said, I was thinking for a second there would be 2 load stations. You know what? Because I kind of thought it was going to be a dual loading station, so maybe it is a dual loading station, and then they still have transfer tracks to go into the maintenance part of it, which is on the backside. So that I'm glad you pointed that out because I wasn't even thinking about that. Virus, you said there will be. Yep, absolutely. Makes sense. Revide, it's a 2 side by side. Virus, you said pause at 127. Oh, yeah. Let me pull that back up. I'm sorry, guys. Let me pull that back up. Hold on. Yeah, I'll pull that back up, Virus, right now so you guys can see it, so we can all see it. I didn't even think about stopping it. Give me 1 second, guys. And you said a minute 27. Let me remove your post real quick so I can get to the spot. 127. Okay, hold on. And okay, wait a second. I'm sorry. I probably went too fast. You said, oh, there it is. Trying to capture it so we can look at it. Give me 1 second to try to locate this. Right. No, that's the launch part. Hold on. You said 120. I kind of feel it was going to be right here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like so you got so this would be the dual area, but then if you continue this, because I'm just looking at it, there's another piece of track. Right? You'll see it. Just give it a second. Give it a second. Right there. See that? That right there. So that's the load into the station. Oh, it's by the launch. Okay, let me keep going. Still looking for it. Still looking for it. Right. It's by the launch. So somewhere in there, correct? Okay, you're going to send me the permits. Okay, perfect. So we can look at it from the permit status. While you do that, Revive, you said, I also find it interesting that there won't be any double tube track on this ride. It's probably because the track is larger than normal. Yeah, probably. More than likely. Virus is looking up the permit, like the blueprint, so we could see what it's going to look like. He's looking that up for us while I'm doing this live stream. Let me see if you sent it already. Hold on. Let me look. Hold on, guys. I don't think you sent it yet, so we'll just wait on that for now. But well, we all saw that it's coming from the backside to load into the station. We just can't see it. So like you can kind of see at the top of the screen here, you can see where you could clearly see where the launch part is, but to go back into the maintenance bay, that's what he's trying to look at. So like let's say they want to pull a train off the track, you know, where is it in the front part of this building or the side part? Because we saw the back part where they would be bringing it out from the maintenance bay to go into the load station. We saw that part, but Virus is looking for the blueprint so we can see all of it. Okay, so this support here, I'm trying to figure, or oh, maybe this, or oh, okay, this right here. Okay, got it. So they haven't installed that part yet, is what you're saying. So they installed the back part, which we all saw in the video. They just didn't install the front part, which, let me pull that back up so you guys can see it. Okay, that's why we can't see it. Like from the video, we can't see it. But if we looked at the blueprints, we could see it. But they're going to zoom in back right here. So these are the two dual loading stations right here. This is those tracks. The part I'm talking about that's going to come from the maintenance bay is right here. You see this right here? This is the maintenance bay area right here. That is the maintenance bay. Then you have the transfer track right here. That's going to lead into either this part of the track or that part of the track for a train coming off the maintenance bay. So they haven't installed on the other side of this building. They haven't installed that part. That's why we can't see it in the video. But that makes absolute perfect sense to me. Trying to think. Okay, so we got that going on. So, and then we have, this is courtesy, I think, Virus, you have some recent pictures on your oh, okay, so you just sent it. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. Okay, so I want to bring this up. This is courtesy of Virus. Hold on, guys, 1 second here. Tommy Toon World, my buddy from another buddy. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Glad you're able to join the live stream today. So you could clearly see, so back here, this part right here is the maintenance bay. This is that track. You got the dual load station right here, which we saw in the video. And then there's a transfer track right here before the launch. So either it goes onto the track and launches, or it goes left and circles in to this area here. And this is where the maintenance area is, right here. So you got the dual load station right here. then right before the launch, it could go straight to go on the track or go left. And this third out kind of outside track, that is where the maintenance bay sits right here. That's where it sits. Thank you, Wizard, Virus, for pulling that up for us. Virus, you said the supports are scheduled to go up next week if everything goes as planned. I don't see why it wouldn't. Revide, you also said, Virus, do you have the permit of the footers? It also shows the track and the shields. I don't know. I don't know when the shields are going up because Virus, I think I talked to you or it was Universal High. One of you two told me that basically the construction crews, I don't know if intimate construction crews are on site installing the track. I'm sure they are. They're having a little issue with this area here trying to connect because there seems to be a alignment issue right here. So that's why this is getting delayed in this area here, this loop. This is getting delayed right now for alignment problem. So it very interesting. Revive, you said it shows the whole ride with all the footers and the rebar, but it also shows the track and supports translucent. Dragonblood, you said construction's getting very interesting for this coaster. This could be a people eater. Oh, it's going to be a people eater. That's why they made it a dual load attraction. So that way there's going to be at least 2 trains on the track at all times. And I'm sure they're going to have probably about 4, maybe 6 trains total. So definitely it's going to be very interesting to see. Virus, why you send that? I want to pull up. Hold on, guys. I want to pull up Google Maps. This is of Universal Hollywood as it sits right now, or whenever they took this picture. Like I said, the hotel is taken from this area all the way down here. Security is going to be here, up here, and way over here by Twosomes in this area here. So we're going to have 3 major security checkpoints to get in to the bubble. Again, these pictures are old because Google does not like to update in real time for whatever reason. But right now, obviously it doesn't look like this. This whole hillside is ripped apart. So definitely something interesting. Again, the studio tour is going to be relocated in this area. I have no doubts that's what they're doing. Currently, right now, the studio tour sits in this area alongside the maintenance bay. But if I zoom out here, because I don't know if you guys can see this right here. This is iFly right here. iFly is getting torn out in January, so 2 months from now. Supposedly, it's going to be ripped out. This is a maintenance bay for Universal. I think it's like engineering or something like that. That's going to be relocated. These are where the houses, 2 HHN houses sit, alongside, like I said, the tram garage and the load and unload area. And then you got a lot of land to play with. That's partially this land is going to take up for the budget hotel that's getting put in by Universal. But I kind of feel it's going to be a lot more land to play with as well. Virus, you sent me something else, so let me pull that up for you guys. Let me pull that up. Okay. So this is the 3D model that Virus sent us, so we can all take a look at it. Obviously, way down here, this is going to be one of the scream shields. And it looks like, I don't know, is is this going to be some type of tunnel right here that we're going to go through when we do that big giant kind of reverse to go back up the hill? Is this going to be some type of tunnel? And if it is, I wonder if we're going to get some theming in that area. Hopefully we do. But you can see there's going to be a scream shield on that part, obviously. There's going to be a massive screen shield that's going over the first escalator. The first escalator as you're going down to the lower lot. So that's where the second scream shield is going to go. I think those are the only two scream shields they're going to have. So very, very interesting. And hopefully they do a lot of theming for the park or for this attraction, because right now it's torn apart. It's all dirt. So I'm sure they're going to. You said there's going to be a big building there. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully there's some theming elements into that. Again, thank you, Virus, for pulling that up for us. I deeply appreciate it. But back to what I was saying with the hotel project, it's going to be very interesting. By far, what the layout is going to be of this area, and how much of this area is going to be taken up by the hotel, and how much of it is going to be left for theme park expansion. Oh, you got one more picture? Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up. Okay, so this is another. So you're saying there's going to be a building here, or this is that scream shield you're talking about? I think this is the scream shield you're talking about. Unless there is going to be a building here, I don't know what the building would be though. I know the backside of the building is going to be all brick, and it looks like a kind of like a LA type building. Okay, so these are the last of the supports to go up, is what you're saying. You know what? It's funny you mentioned that, Virus, because let's look back on the video real quick, because you can actually see those supports. There they are right there. That's got to be at least one. That's got to be them right there. Those are pretty damn tall. So I can't zoom in. I don't think I can zoom in. I really don't think I can. Let me see. Oh, maybe I can. Hold on, guys. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's literally all I can zoom into. But yeah, you can see those massive supports right there. Those have to be it. Those have to be it, without a doubt. Oh, you have them on your X, so let me pull that up then. You said about the hotel. Okay, I just want to show this real quick, Virus, since we're showing this. This is what that hillside looks like right now. This is behind the Mummy. This is supposedly rumored to where the studio tour relocation project's going to be. And I would not be surprised. You see this kind of circle area right here? This could be another escalator going down to this area where the studio tour would be. So definitely something interesting. This is, again, courtesy of Inside Universal. This is currently what it looks like right now. And I think, Virus, you're saying there's another support in this area going up that we saw in the video. So the other thing is too, it's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, so you shared a photo. Hold on. Virus, I give you all the credit in the world for sending me these pictures. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so this is the support that's sitting in that area that we saw from the video. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So that has to go up before the scream shield goes up, before more track goes up, if I'm not mistaken. So once that support goes in, that that's basically a green light for that part of the track to be complete and possibly the scream shield to be put up, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Virus, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The other thing I want to talk about, okay, yeah. The other thing I want to talk about is basically Avengers Campus. We got news just a couple days ago. Hold on. Virus, you said hopefully next week. Yeah, I hope so. We should see that. Again, thank you, Virus, for posting all those pictures to me. I really appreciate it. So we got news that the Disneyland Resort has filed permits. Hold on, guys. I thought I had it. Hold on. Let me go back up here because it's on here. I just got to pull it up. I just got to click on the link here. Okay. This makes sense. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me zoom into this real quick because I know it's hard for you guys to see it. So, okay, here we go. So this is courtesy of Disney Food Blog. Disney Food Blog, again, shout out to you guys. It says, according to the Orange County Register, Disneyland has submitted plans to the city of Anaheim for the Avengers Campus expansion prep work. This plan includes utilities, temporary trailers, and parking lots in the backstage area behind Avengers Campus, and that will be impacted by the new park area. So this is currently, they put the Avengers Vault gift shop in here. It's going to be very enticing to see. Virus, you said you're heading out. Again, thank you for joining. I deeply appreciate it and have a happy Thanksgiving. Dragon Blood says staging area being set up for the expansion about time. We've been waiting for years. Yeah. See, what bugs me the most about Daddy Josh, and that's a nickname I learned from Orange Grove 55, another great friend of the channel, also a moderator. Him and George the Italiano, they like calling Josh tomorrow Daddy Josh. I do too. Daddy Josh came out to D23 when it was in Anaheim in September and told everybody, for the projects for Avengers Campus at DCA, for other projects at Walt Disney World, and so on, that dirt was moving. Yeah, dirt hasn't been moving until now. So it's kind of frustrating to hear that those type of comments made in a public setting like that if you can't really back it up until now. And September, now it's December. That was a few months ago. So that's... dirt has been moving, but at the time when he said that, there was no dirt moving. So, yeah, so it's about time. Virus, again, thank you for joining today's live stream. Appreciate it, brother. Continuing, it says the plan is currently under review, is the first step in the process before demolition permits are submitted and approved. According to city officials, the Avengers Campus expansion is not part of Disneyland Forward. So just keep that in mind, which means this is an additional plan for Disneyland, and we have more to look forward to. Again, you can see the Avengers Vault. We had an Avengers store that was in one of the sound stages that used to host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire back in the day. That was the big Avengers Campus store, which was located in the Hollywood backlot, but they closed it and they built the Avengers Vault inside the show building that's supposed to be for the Avengers e-ticket attraction, which we all know is now called the Avengers Infinity Defense. It says the new Avengers Campus will include 2 new rides that Disney announced at D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan event earlier this year, Avengers Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Labs, which will both be added to the new area. Disney shared about the new Avengers Infinity Defense, the technology that allows Avengers to jump between worlds and has gone missing. And King Thanos is using it to wreak havoc on everywhere. Recruits will travel to the iconic location like Asgard, Wakanda, and New York City alongside the likes of the big and small heroes. You also just might find yourself face to face with King Thanos too. This is what the concept art looks like for the Avengers Affinity Defense, which for the longest time we were calling the Avengers e-ticket attraction, but at least now it has a name. In Stark Flight Labs, you're going to sit in a 2-person pod and deploy to a test station. Then a robot arm grabs your pod and starts whirling you around in a simulated flight, which I'm kind of hoping that with Stark Flight Labs, you can't really see it too much in this picture. I'm kind of hoping, and I kind of spitballed here with Mr. Webba, again, another great friend of the channel. I had him on a while back and we're talking about this. I'm hoping the Stark Flight Labs kind of goes into the Infinity Defense building and kind of shows elements and kind of does that instead of what we saw or what we think we saw with Stark Flight Labs, where it just goes in one giant circle. I kind of want to make it like more of more of an enticing attraction to kind of give people a sense that it's not just a kiddie ride. It's more of an experience, and hopefully you can experience different Avengers when you ride this attraction. Hopefully it's not the same ones. Hopefully they change things out. But we'll have to wait and see. I gotta catch up on posts here. Dragonblood says, do you think those projects will still somewhat far early in development? Daddy Josh's timing for Dirt is Moving was very far off. Yeah. Sorry to say it, I do believe that, and I don't say that lightly because I have a lot of friends that are also YouTube influencers, like Orange Grove 55. You got David from Fresh Baked. You have Disney George, the Italiano, that's Orange Grove 55's co-host. You got a lot of people that are diehard Disney fans, and I don't say this lightly. I kind of feel we might not see these attractions open until late 2026, and that's pushing it. That's really pushing it. Or maybe not late 2026, maybe early 2027, but hopefully they can get started building these attractions, because I know Disneyland, I know Universal, I know Knott's, they're all preparing for the Olympics. That is the main goal of the theme parks right now, is to bring new experiences to cater not only to the residents that live close to these theme parks, but also people coming out of state, out of the country for vacation. So hopefully they get this moving, and hopefully they get it done very soon. You also said, Dragonblood, I have a slight worry that the e-ticket attraction will be nothing but just screens. I love Transformers despite it all being screens, but I love some practical stuff too. That Jurassic World So to answer your question, I really hope to God not either. I really hope it's not all screen-based. Hopefully they do have practical sets and screens. That I'm okay with, but if it's going to be all screens, that's going to be extremely frustrating. And to answer your question, though, the Jurassic World e-ticket attraction, which is in Universal Beijing, I do have to say without a doubt that I'm really hoping that attraction comes to Hollywood. That's the one attraction I would love to see that come to Hollywood, Universal. So we'll have to wait and see. Dragonblood, you also said located in Universal Beijing. Yep. I hope Disney can do that with the Avengers in the attraction. Well, we'll have to see. I do know that I think one of the international Disney parks, I think it was Tangled, Frozen. They've really shown what Imagineering can do. So hopefully we get something like that over here. I do know. I thought I heard at one point or another. Um, the Imagineering, the head Imagineer of, I think it was either Hong Kong or Japan's Disney division, is going to be heading up all projects for the domestic parks, including the Disneyland Resort. So hopefully we could see something spectacular like that. But who knows, actually. Dragonblade, you said, I think 2027 and beyond we'll see these attractions and etc. Yeah, I believe that. But continuing, it says in Stark Flight Lab, you're going to sit in a 2-person pod and deploy the test station. Then a robotic arm grabs your pod and starts whirling you around in a simulated flight. And there's another picture, courtesy of Disney. It looks like it's going to go in a big giant circle. Like I said, I hope it kind of co-mixes with the Avengers Affinity Defense building, and they kind of co-mix with each other. I think that would be more enticing, I hope. So we'll have to wait and see. It says construction is set to begin in 2025. These new plans are beginning step in the process of making these become a reality. For more Disney news. But again, I'm not going to take that and say, oh yeah, it's definitely going to happen in early 2025 or even 2025 at all. I hope it does. I'm not saying it's not possible, but Disney has lacklustered when it has come to construction. I do have to say that. And I don't say that lightly. I know it probably pissed a lot of people off, but it's just what we've all seen. I'm calling it as I see it. The other thing that just reopened is the brand new queuing area for Haunted Mansion. So we're going to talk about that. Dragonblood, you said, I hope we get a taste of technology we see overseas. Over here in the domestic parks, I think the last time we had something like that was, I believe, in Cosmic Rewind. Yeah. So I hope we get some type of that technology here at both attractions and any future attractions they bring to the Disneyland Resort. You also said recent ones were just clones with Tron. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is cool and I enjoyed it, but I see it nothing screaming mind-blowing. No. Because again, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, a lot of people that I have read their posts, watched their videos, they have experienced the one in Magic Kingdom, and then they experienced the one out here in the Disneyland Resort out here in Anaheim. They said it fits better out here at the Anaheim version than it does in the Orlando Magic Kingdom version, because obviously there's a lot of blank spaces in the Magic Kingdom one. But both attractions on both opening weekends, even both days, struggled to get out of the gate. They had multiple closures, multiple evacuations, multiple delays. So again, it's basically just a reskin of an attraction that was there for decades. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, this is courtesy of Disney Food Blog. Disney, it says Disney announces virtual queue change for popular ride. This attraction has been undergoing a renovation since January 21st, 2024. While the attraction reopened on July 29th, the queue was still under construction. Due to the construction on the queue, Haunted Mansion was utilizing a virtual queue. However, that has officially changed. The brand new grounds of the Haunted Mansion have opened today, November the 26th. And with the opening of the new queue, Haunted Mansion will no longer be utilizing a virtual queue. So virtual queue, from what it sounds like, is gone for this attraction. So that's great, because everyone loves to experience the holiday layover for Haunted Mansion, including myself. Instead, the attraction will be offering a standby line as well as the option to use the Lightning Lane with Lightning Lane Multi-Pass or Lightning Lane Premier Pass. God, that's a mouthful to say. This is the new extended queue area. Really well done, really detailed. They really went hard on the fountains, the shrubbery, the brick wall, the whole aesthetics of it. It looks absolutely incredible. It says Pirates of the Caribbean was initially a temporary selection for Lightning Lane Multipass until Haunted Mansion Holiday was available again for Lightning Lane Multipass. However, now that the Haunted Mansion Holiday is available on Lightning Lane Multipass, we are still seeing Pirates of the Caribbean available as well. We are not sure if this will change soon or not, but it is definitely something to be aware of and keep an eye out for. So everyone that goes to the Disneyland Resort, keep that in mind. Obviously, you can see the Haunted Mansion looking beautiful as ever for the holiday overlay. Absolutely beautiful. It says currently the Haunted Mansion attraction has hit the Nightmare Before Christmas holiday overlay. You will be able to experience the Haunted Mansion holiday through the holiday season in early 2025. And now you don't have to worry about getting a virtual queue to this ride. Simply head over and you can wait in the standby line. The Haunted Mansion new queue will take you on a journey through the grounds of the Haunted Mansion. There are lots of new detail to discover: a personal garden retreat designed by Master Gracie, Madame Leota's garden, and the mansion's greenhouse. Again, absolutely incredible. Great job, Disney Imagineering, for doing this for us. It looks absolutely incredible. And this is the new gift shop. So we're going to talk about this as well. I'm glad it's in the same article. It says, in addition to the new queue details, Disney has also been working on an all-new Haunted Mansion themed retail shop. This new store will be called Madame Leota's Somewhere Beyond, and it is expected to open this winter. Well, obviously the construction walls came down. The building is ready to go, so it can open any day now. It says we got a look at some concept art from inside the store, and we're excited to see it in person. That's currently what it looks like. Just concept art. It looks a tad slight different. Obviously, the building is a little bit bigger, but the store is a carriage house that ended up being the resident of Madame Leota. Inside the shop is filled with Madame Leota's electric furniture and her crystal ball. Madame Leota's comes and goes from the shop quite a bit, and she is expected to welcome shoppers into her home this winter. So obviously there's going to be some type of theming element in there where kind of like what we saw with the Disney Treasure with the theme bar for Haunted Mansion, where they have Madame Leota on the back wall of the bar. It's a big giant screen and she's interacting with guests. I can kind of see something like that for the gift shop in some aspect. So that's going to be absolutely incredible to see. I want to see if they have an article about I want to see if they have an article about Downtown Disney. Let me see if I could pull that up. If not, let me see. Because I'm going to go back to X because it looks like Mondo Five Fires. Shout out to him. He has some pictures. He went into the new D-Lander shop, and I want to talk about that for a second, just how incredible that looks. Again, shout out to Mondo for posting that for us. Let me pull it up here. Okay, here we go. So this is the new D-Lander shop that we saw in the concept art. This is next to the Parkside Market, the little park with the guitar pick stage. This is the new shop that just opened, I think last night. So this is pretty incredible. Before we continue though, Dragonblood, you had a comment. You said, I think the outside of the gift shop could use a little more work. Yeah, probably. But if they could get it open for the holiday season, that's just basically touch up. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But again, these are courtesy of Mondo from Five Fires. Absolutely incredible. The shop looks wonderful inside. Very high end, it looks like. Looks very cool. But definitely something to look out for. I don't think he has any other posts. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think he does, at least on that aspect. So we'll have to wait and see. But I want to ask you guys real quick, going back to Universal for a little bit, just for like another 5-10 minutes, because I know everyone wants to get to their Thanksgiving holiday festivities, including myself. I want to ask you guys, because it's been heavily rumored. Dragonblood said I actually didn't know that D-Lander opened. It looks really nice. Yeah, it did open. The vendor store, though, next to it hasn't opened yet. I don't think it has any signage. I don't think it has the statue outside, which I think was the Hulk. And I don't think that shop's open yet, but it looks like the D-Lander shop is open. I don't know if it's a soft opening or actually open. But going back to Universal for a quick second, so we can clearly see here soundstage 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then you got 12 here. I've seen recent pictures. And programming note, by the way, I know I shouldn't have said this at the very beginning. I am actually going to be at Universal Studios Hollywood on Friday. I am going to be there to debut the Super Nintendo Christmas overlay, which a lot of decorations have already been put up in the land. I'm guessing more are going to be put up in the land today and going to be ready for us tomorrow, including the food. I think there's going to be some Christmas themed food at Toadstool Cafe. There's going to be, I think, even more merch in the One Up Factory, so definitely stay tuned for that. Also, I'm going to be checking out Grinchmas. Obviously, going to try to see Max and the Grinch and all the Who's and all that fun stuff. I'm going to try to ride the studio tour as well to see what's going on. Just trying to catch up on any updates I could see. But I want to ask you guys, because someone, and I said it last week when I had Orange Grove 55, Theme Park Wizard, and Disney George, the Italiano, on the channel. As we're looking, this right here, I know I can't zoom in that much, but this is the Bowser Showdown building. This is backstage. There's a big, giant colored block area, which would be the expansion area, like the expansion door. Usually it would be for like the Donkey Kong or whatever they bring here. Obviously, you guys can see we're looking on the access road here. And then right next to it, you got the little dino play area. Someone was hinting a while back that this could be used for theme park or for Super Nintendo World expansion. I don't necessarily believe that, because if you look at that, that's really tiny. So I don't think that's even possible or even remotely possible. Now, what I do think is possible, because I'm going to zoom out here just for a brief second, because obviously the Kirk Douglas Road here, right? So if we go down um, behind the Mummy, or behind the Simpsons, to the studio tour load and unload area, right where it sits right now. Currently, we're looking at it, and this is where it sits. And then you have Kurt Douglas Drive that goes down and goes underneath the first escalator going down to the lower lot, keeps going down past the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coaster that's going to be opening. Then you got the fire station here. That's the Jurassic World show building. This is the fire station here. And you keep going down Kurt Douglas Drive, keep going, and then it goes past Soundstage 11, 10, 7, 8, 9. It goes past this show building, which is for Mario Kart, and then makes a right down James Stewart Avenue. So currently, if the studio tour load and unload area gets relocated in this area, and as we saw earlier from Virus and inside Universal, this whole hillside, or at least most of it, is graded, and it's all dirt. And it's rumored, again, not confirmed by Universal, but rumored to be the studio tour load and unload relocation area. This right here makes me believe, it really makes me believe that the studio tour itself is going to take two different ways here, or actually three. It could take three different ways. If it's put in this area here, just hear me out. If it's put in this area here, it could either go down 3rd Street, which would go through Toxic Tunnel that we've had for Halloween Horror Nights years past, post 2020. And it could go through that area and go down alongside, and it could go to the King Kong attraction, circle back around, and then go to the New York streets if they're open and they're not filming, or it could just go down the James Stewart Avenue, because currently right now the Jurassic Park area is closed off due to that lawsuit and that tram accident that happened months ago. So it could take the 3rd Street route down, or it could go up and alongside Avenue 1 to get to the James Stewart Avenue to make a right going down this way, or it can go alongside the Mummy Show building, which is the least likely. The Mummy Show building in between Transformers and Soundstage 22, and go down this road, which I don't think this road is going to be used for the studio tour. So this one is the least likely, because in this T-pad area right here next to Soundstage 15, that's usually where they have a HHN house. So I doubt they're going to use this route. So the two plausible routes that if they do relocate the studio tour in this area is either it's going to take 3rd Street down, or it's going to take this Avenue 1 street down to James Stewart Avenue and go alongside, because it looks like to me, from what it seems like, from what I've heard, what I've seen, it looks like Kurt Douglas Drive, from where the studio tour sits right now, is no longer going to be for the studio tour. So from this area here, Kurt Douglas Drive, it's going to be completely gone. So from that area all the way down to at least where this area is here, that's where we're going to probably start from. So from this green grass area here to this area right here and going forward, that is where the studio tour is going to be probably going from. Kurt Douglas Drive more than likely will not be used for the studio tour. It might be used for maybe, studio vehicles and possibly construction vehicles and stuff like that, but that's about it. I don't see it being used for the theme park or for the studio tour. And then as I pointed out earlier, this is kind of like a circle hub here, going from the escalators down to the lower lot. I could see one of these escalators going down to this area as well, possibly to get to the studio tour area. It might be a little congested for sure, so they probably will have to have multiple escalators going down to this area. So we'll have to wait and see what they do with that, if it does go in that area. But the whole point I'm trying to get to is whatever expansion they bring for Super Nintendo World, whether it's Donkey Kong, whether it's another Nintendo property, it's already been carved out at one point or another when Donkey Kong was heavily rumored to go to the Hollywood Park. It was going to take up Soundstage 7 through 12. So now with this road possibly being not used for the studio tour anymore, this is another example of what we could see for theme park expansion alongside these sound stages here are going to be torn out as well for theme park expansion as well, and including Soundstage 15 as well at one point or another. But so it's definitely going to be a bright couple years, next 5-10 years for multiple theme parks, for Universal Hollywood, for Universal City Walk, for the Disneyland Resort, Downtown Disney, just Knott's Berry Farm, Legoland, even in the Florida parks, Walt Disney World, and everything. So it's definitely going to be very exciting. Virus, I saw that you're back. I was just pointing out something, and I'm going to reiterate it again, or you can rewatch the last 5-10 minutes I was doing. But what I was saying, Virus, was this is the current studio studio tour location area. So this is where it sits currently. And what I was saying is right now it takes Kirk Douglas Drive all the way down behind the Simpsons show building, down past the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coming soon, the show building for Jurassic World, the fire department, passing Soundstage 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7, passing behind Mario Kart, and going through. What I was saying was that if the studio tour gets relocated in this area here, basically it's going to take two routes. Either it's going to take 3rd Street down through this building here, which has been previously used post 2020 for HHN for Toxic Tunnel, leading to the Metro sets, and it would go down and around, probably hit King Kong, whip around again, and go through the New York streets. Or it was going to take the other route, which is Avenue 1, and go through this area and go from Avenue 1 to James Stewart Avenue and go down this way. I said the least likely it's going to take is 3rd Street going left all the way down to Avenue F to hit James Stewart Avenue. The reason why is because, one, it's going to be for this whole area is going to be used for theme park space. This area here is currently used for an HHN house, so I doubt it's going to go travel in this direction. I said either it's going to go Avenue 1 or 3rd Street is probably the most likely it's going to go if the studio tour relocates here, which I think it will, which is meaning that 7 through 12 sound stages will be torn out for a Nintendo expansion, whether that's going to be Donkey Kong, whether that's going to be another Nintendo property, who knows, but it is going to be torn out at one point or another. So that's what I was saying. Kirk Douglas Drive won't be used for the studio tour if the studio tour is relocated. Dragonblood, you said as for the studio tour, I'm thinking they would use Toxic Tunnel again after so long. Possibly. But I think it's more likely that the studio tour is going to take that route through the Toxic Tunnel area. You also said, or maybe they would have the trams go through the tunnel as the finale, and the beginning would be the trams traveling through Avenue 1. Oh, possibly. You know what? That's a great observation. That is more than possible. I didn't even think about that. Great observation on that, Dragonblood. So yeah, that actually makes a little more sense, actually. If the studio tour goes from Avenue 1 and does its tour and then goes through Toxic Tunnel, this actually could be a theming element here, which wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. A theming element could be put in here. That is not a bad idea. So again, possibilities are endless. So we'll have to see. You sent me another picture. All right, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look real quick. Let me see. Wait, is this the same picture, Virus, or did you send me another one? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, while you're doing that, we're gonna go back to the Google Maps. Oh, well, I could just look it up on your account. That's fine. We'll do that. So let's look at your profile here. That's more than fine. Okay. I'm trying to see where. Oh, you deleted it. Okay. Send it to the messages so that way I can show it. My fault. So okay, so this is a great point. You said Dragonblood. You said, but get rid of the Fast and Furious Supercharged and the Nope section, please. Yeah. I have no confirmation by anybody. I've only heard rumors and whispers and murmurs. But at one point or another, I thought for the studio tour relocation project, that area I thought would be a great spot for the Hogwarts Express. And I thought the Harry Potter expansion could go in the Falls Lake area, which would replace Falls Lake, which would replace the Nope set, and it would probably replace Supercharged altogether because that would be the train station going back to Hogsmeade. I don't know for sure if that is still happening or would happen, but I can tell you that it's been talked about a lot that the Nope set is not going to be there much longer. The Falls Lake area is getting possibly not going to be used for movie production anymore, and it's going to be used for theme park space. Again, that's just rumored. That is not confirmed by any means necessary. But with Supercharged, I've heard multiple things. I've heard the building is going to be torn out. I heard that Supercharged is going to be rethemed as something else. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But let's see. I just saw that you sent me something, Virus. So, okay. Okay, so Virus, hold on. Let me take this off the screen real quick. Virus, you said, I can't confirm this myself, but I've been told by my source that the concrete is another theming element. Plus, it will hold more queue that connects to the construction wall right next to it. Okay. So this is going to be more extended queue is what you're saying. So could we possibly see another building like the one we're currently seeing on the other side be in this area as well? Or what do you think? What do you guys think about that? But yeah, concrete is getting poured in this area, and I'll be double checking on this when I'm there tomorrow, because I will be at Universal tomorrow for sure. Um, and then you answered my question just a minute ago. I think the park will have a land there. Yeah, probably. It's probably going to be, who knows, Harry Potter. It could be Wicked. It could be Dark Universe. Who knows? I think it should be Harry Potter personally, and have the Hogwarts Express. I think that would be a magical thing, but that's just my opinion. And then you said with this is going to be a small queue space. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so, and then some type of theming element. That'll be pretty cool, without a doubt. But, you know, anything else you guys want to talk about or, you know, bring up? We'll cover it right now, for the next 5-10 minutes. Because again, I know everybody wants to get to their Thanksgiving festivities and have Thanksgiving dinner with family or friends, loved ones, close ones. I want to thank everybody for joining today's live stream. It was absolutely fantastic. The turnout is great. We're at 57 viewers right now. That is very high for my channel, and I'm more than grateful. You have literally no idea how much that means to me. And I love doing this. I work a 9 to 5 job. It's not really a 9 to 5 job, but I work a 9 to 5 job full time. So I do this channel and I film these updates and I do these live streams every week and I talk to other content creators for you guys. I love doing this, and you guys support the channel so much with the views and the follows and the subscriptions to the channel. I am more than blessed that you guys have done that for me, and you guys are absolutely amazing. Dragonblood, you said, I love the idea of having the Hogwarts Express from Hogsmeade to the former Nope set or Nope Supercharged and Falls Lake section, which would be Diagon Alley or Ministry of Magic. Yeah, absolutely. I think that would work fantastic. Again, not having an exact copy of Diagon Alley and replacing the Green Gods building with a immersive experience like Ollivander's Wand Shop, but it could be like a coin type experience where you collect coins and whatnot. Like you can actually buy gold coins, you could buy sets, and they come out with special edition coins every so often, kind of like what the Disneyland Resort does with their pins. They could do something like that in the Green Gods Bank, which would be very cool. And obviously there would be other elements in that Green Gods building. Maybe besides the show, there'll be a gift shop there. You can sign up with a little bank account, something like that, which would be very cool. And still have the Ministry of Magic ride somewhere located in Diagon Alley. Also, we have to have it. Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure has to come to Hollywood. If we get a Harry Potter expansion, Hagrid's has to come. Let me click on the virus. You said definitely is trustworthy, but I don't want anyone to word me on it. No one's wording you. This is all pure speculation. This is not confirmed by anybody, including Universal. This is all speculation. So everything we talk about, just take with a grain of salt. If you like the idea, great. If you don't like the idea, that's fine, because it's not concreted in, so you don't have to worry about it. He also said that they will put a big sign that will be on the facade of the Q building. Yeah, so I'm assuming, Virus, like I posted on my X a few days ago, that they're starting theming elements on the outside of the building. Once we get theming elements and they close in the building from the front side that's facing the theme park on the upper lot, once they fill that all in, I could see that them putting the marquee sign up fairly soon right after that. You said it'll be a neon sign that says Hollywood, just like the one we used to have. That would be great. I would love if they were to add Hagrid's. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know what would be really cool? And I mean this really cool. If somewhere in the Harry Potter expansion, if they do bring it, I would love to see nothing more than Hagrid's. So, like, well, maybe not in the expansion, but let's say, let's say they get rid of the DreamWorks Theater, right? And they expand Harry Potter in that area, right? Hear me out. They can bring the magical creatures that we all saw at Universal Japan and bring them to our Hogsmeade, and we could possibly have Hagrid's hut. Hagrid's hut. We can have Hagrid as a meet and greet character with oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. The Griffin. That would be freaking amazing if they did something like that. That would be very cool. Dragonblood, you said then the soundstage is right. Besides Transformers, I see Dark Universe plus Monsters Unchained. Oh yeah, yeah. It's very bizarre that we didn't get the Monsters Land first, knowing that the Universal monsters were born at our park on our film sets. So it's kind of weird that Orlando got it, but I can't imagine we won't get it. It says the Frankenstein Experience attraction, it can, but the Curse of the Werewolf coaster will be EU exclusive. Yeah. Well, instead of a werewolf coaster, we get a Creature of Black Lagoon coaster or a Creature of the Black Lagoon dark ride. That'll be exclusive to Hollywood. I could see that happening. Virus says, I'm talking about the small building. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. The small building. Yeah. No. 100%. Again, pure speculative. Dragonblade, you also said Hagrid's would also work like for a new section. You have like a Diagon Alley section and a wilderness type of area that would be where it has Hagrid's motorbike adventure. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then you also said Creature from the Black Lagoon boat ride, just like Jaws was. Possibly. Yeah, I can see that. Virus, you said, I've also heard a rumor from Five Fires that the designers that worked on Epic are now going to start focusing on expansion for Hollywood. You know, if that's true, Virus, and I will confirm that from Five Fires, which I 100% believe that. That would be awesome. The way Epic Universe looks right now with all the lands and the fact that they're doing commercials, which I saw commercials for this morning when I was watching the Macy's holiday parade in New York. Oh my God. If they brought those creatives over here to Hollywood, the possibilities are endless. And I mean endless. Just because Universal Hollywood is a small theme park and is built on the side of a hill, dude, the possibilities are endless. And our Universal Park will probably go down in history as the most unique, thrilling theme park of all time. Because you can't compete. You can't tell me that the expansion of theme park space at Universal Hollywood, where they film Hollywood blockbuster movies like Wicked, that is doing fantastic right now in the box offices. Not to mention, I saw Wicked, is absolutely incredible. I saw it in theaters the other day. Absolutely incredible. And they're filming hundreds of millions of dollars and making that money every single year and coming out with blockbuster movies. You can't tell me if they expand the theme park alongside keeping with the studio and still filming that's just not gonna just make Universal Hollywood so unique. That would be absolutely incredible. Virus says a lot of them have worked on projects in the past. Yeah, I believe it. I 100% believe that for Hollywood. Yeah, I believe it. Dragonbless says, if you had to expand Epic Universe, what lands would you add? For me, I would see either Wicked, Godzilla, Kong, or Lord of the Rings coming. You know, I'm gonna pick. Seriously, I'm gonna pick from what you just said. Um, I'm gonna say out of the choices you came out with, Dragon Blood, I'm 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 literally gonna say probably. God, that's hard to do. Um, Maybe a Godzilla. I could see that because I think if they come out with Wicked, I think that is more going to be put for the Hollywood Park. If they want to build a land off Wicked, that's going to be for the Hollywood Park. I think the Hollywood Park needs some love now. And like Virus just said, if what Mondo from Five Fires was hinting at, that the Epic Universe creatives are going to come back to Hollywood and start expanding the Hollywood Park with new lands, new attractions, new everything. Um, you know, I could see Wicked coming to our theme park, but I could see Godzilla or Kong or Lord of the Rings going over there. So who knows? Um, who knows at that point? Virus says, "Thank you so much for the stream." Absolutely. I know I'm 41 minutes over what I said I was going to be, but again, when we're talking theme parks, I can go forever. Um, Dragon Blood says, I believe one of the creators for Epic Universe worked on Velocicoaster and Transformers as well. I believe that. I believe that. Now, I'm going to tell you this though. The Mummy where it sits right now, if they want to expand Jurassic World, I have no problem of bringing that indoor dark ride that Universal Beijing has to that area for the Mummy. Because to be quite honest with you, the show building itself, they wouldn't really have to do too much to it. It's mainly on the inside they would have to do stuff to it. So if Universal wants to save money, they could keep the building, maybe expand on the building, and bring the Jurassic World Beijing adventure ride uh, to that space. Um, or they could, or they could bring the other Jurassic World attraction that they have over there, which is kind of like it's kind of like the Silver Bullet attraction. It's a very smooth ride. Again, it has theming elements. It looks like at one point you're kind of flying through the indoor bird cage, which is pretty cool. So we could get that as well in that area. But I know there's been talks about expanding Jurassic World, so who knows if that's true or not. Virus says, when we're talking Universal, I could go for forever. Yeah, Universal and Disney, but mainly Universal. Oh my God, I could go on for hours and hours and hours and hours. But I know it's getting late. Again, I want to thank literally everybody, and I mean everybody, for watching today's live stream. I'm greatly appreciative. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Um, you know, I'm going to be at the theme park tomorrow at Universal Hollywood to check up on all the updates we just talked about in this live stream today. Um, I might do a live stream from the park. I'm still up in the air if I am, but I probably will. So definitely stay tuned for that. Um, I want to say again, thank you guys so very much for joining today. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on social media. I am on X, which is at ThemeConductor. I am on Instagram, which is at ThemeParkConductor. I'm also recently just joined Blue Sky. So Blue Sky is a new social media platform that a lot of people like to do. It's the newest craze. So definitely check me out on Blue Sky at ThemeParkConductor. You can also find me on Discord as well. I have all the links down below in the description. I don't think I added Blue Sky yet, so I'll add Blue Sky in the description, but definitely like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow at Universal. If any of you are going to be at Universal and you see me walking around, definitely come up and say hi. I'm not shy. Believe me, I won't be mad if you come up to me and say hi. Um, definitely. I encourage it if you see me, because I always like to meet my fans. And then after tomorrow, I'll be doing another Conductor Thursday live stream, and hopefully we have some more news and updates to talk about from my trip out to Universal tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned. Everyone, stay safe, stay cool, or stay warm wherever you're at. Have a great Thanksgiving dinner with your family and friends. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'll see you guys next Thursday. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night.